Right then, the lake's looking really tempting, so I thought when I got home, come down on the dock and I'll see if I can get some crappies right off the dock. While my steak is thawing in the filthy hot sink water. I gotta finish up these. I got a pack. Yeah, half a pack. I bought a pack when I went down to the school because I don't want to be standing out there with all the boys looking like an old man smoking my pipe. So got a pack of these for convenience mostly and image. Yeah, but so the lake is glass. I mean, look at it. And there appears to be some activity out here along the shoreline. So I'm going to throw a husky jerk, which is what I was using the other night to catch all the crappies. I had Scrunchy throwing a little bean minnow, and we were trolling that behind the boat. But this is just a real short minnow that sinks, counts down, I think. I don't think it floats. Yep. Counts down about a foot a second. And we'll throw it out here and see if we can get some crappies. Right? Yeah. Why not? So anyway, work was a shit show. Oh my God. Yeah, I opened up my route this morning, and there was a furniture repair call on there for me. I don't do furniture. That's Squatch's job. So I got that one removed. First one was on a dryer that wasn't running. Push the start button, nothing happens. I thought that was going to be pretty simple. That turned into a little more complicated than I thought. And then I drove all the way to a town called Hazelhurst. And got to the house, got out of the van, went to get the parts, and discovered I left all the parts sitting at the shop. I had them in a pile, sitting by the door, but I got talking to Squatch, and I totally forgot to load the parts in my van. Yeah. Had to drive all the way back to the shop to get them. And then when I get back to that lady's house, it was putting on a set of gaskets on the refrigerator, the door gaskets, because they were coming apart. I walk in the house with the gaskets, and I realized that the gaskets that come with this model, it's a KitchenAid, are molded into the doors. The only way to replace the gaskets if they rip or come apart like these were doing was to hang a new set of doors. Come on. That's a 2-hour job on this unit. Oh my God. Plus she's under an extended warranty. So when the bill comes for that, 2 hours of labor and 4 doors on a refrigerator, I'm sure the warranty company will reject it. She said if that happens, she's raising holy hell. Yep. So then the next call was simple, putting in an ice maker on an LG fridge. No problem there. Then I had to drive all the way over to the east side of the state. Well, not the state, but the area. And put in some parts on one of DTR's calls. A water valve. Ooh, that's a good fish. A water valve and a water line on a frigid air unit. Refrigerator. Turned into a nightmare because the water valve is behind the back wall in the fresh food section. I had to take all her food out, set it on the counters, take all the shelving out, the bins, the supports, open up the back wall just to get to that water valve. And then I thought, it just needs a water valve. It doesn't need the water line. Why would he order the water line? So I put in the water valve. I put it all back together and I tested it. The customer complaint was when they put their glass up to the dispenser in the door and they get a glass of water, after they pull their glass away, it keeps dripping. That means air is getting into the system somehow. Usually that happens from some grit or sand or something getting in the water valve. So I put the water valve in. I said, doesn't need the water line. Put it all back together, tested it, still dripped. So I tear it all apart again. I didn't put her food back because I was going to test my theory. It didn't need the water line. Tear it all apart again, put the water line in, which was a pain in the ass. It snakes through the cabinet. Put it all back together again, test it, no drip. All it needed was the water line all along, not the valve. Wow. Shit show day. Then Mia chimes in. The day after her dog dies. This is kind of weird. Tell me if you think this is weird. Her dog, the most important thing in her world, that was a therapy dog. It was a registered, licensed therapy dog, meaning she could take it in stores, she could take it on the airplane, she could take it everywhere. The dog passes away in its sleep the night before last. Mia wakes up, tries to roust up the dog, wake up the dog, and the dog is unresponsive. Died in its sleep. That's a good thing. That little thing deserved a peaceful death, right? She was old, 15, 16 or whatever. You would think Mia's world would be destroyed and she wouldn't be able to function for about a week. I remember back in the day when I was married and one of our cats died. We had cats, and a cat would die. My wife was down for 3 days. Couldn't get out of bed, crying and sobbing, and couldn't go to work, and yeah. This dog was Mia's world. Oh no. Got in the brush pile. Oh, I got it. Yeah, it was Mia's world. The very next day, she contacts me today and starts talking about how she's going to get all her stuff. What? So that happened. Oh yeah, my dad got a hold of me. halfway through the day, said he was down in Tennessee. So that was good. Then he contacted me this afternoon and said he was home. Yeah. So that's good news. He made it safe. This ain't working. Nope, and give it up. So yeah, it was kind of a shit show day. I hope tomorrow's better. But came home. I went to Menards on the way home. Bought some groceries. Yeah, groceries from Menards. Yep. And came home, put that stuff away. That guy that I did that side job for, putting the drain pump, booster pump in his ice machine, that check showed up in the mail. Mia mailed me the key for the house. I gave her a key for the house when she was supposedly the one. That was in the mailbox. So yeah. So now I'm gonna have some dinner. My back was bothering me all day to the point I had to take 4 ibuprofen mid-morning. And now standing here, it's starting to lock up again and burn. So I'm gonna go in the house here, make a steak and some pasta for dinner, and then sit in the chair and try to regroup. I might try to pull the rowboat out of the lake first because I think we're supposed to get rain pretty soon. I don't want that filling up with water, so might do that first, but I'm gonna spend the night chilling, try to recover. So we'll talk to you soon.